got here is opening right hand, opening door. We want to go bevel the door when preferred. Normally I'd come up and you gap the door. Again, make the locks weak, see what's holding, and then go to the forcible. I have another man with me. We're going to go right to conventional forcible entry. If I don't have a wall here, I want to be on this side of the tool, okay? Because first of all, I'm protected by 4 inches. He has to miss this by 4 inches to hit anything vital like my wrist or my forearm. If he misses by 1 inch on this side, he takes a finger. We can live with that. All right? This is going to retire me. This is going to get me off for the summer. What he's going to do is Danny's going to drive me in. I'm going to call for the hits, and we're going to steer this tool around till the crotch is at the stop, the inside part of the stop, and then we'll go to the door with it. The advantage to being on this side, again, if I had a wall here, I'd have to be on this side. The only advantage is I actually look at the crotch when it's at the stop. Otherwise, like I said, I'm very vulnerable on this side. Okay. Plus, once the tool is set, I got to pull the tool towards me with my arms. A lot of doors aren't going to go that way. You're going to have to get on the other side of this tool eventually and push the door. If there's a lot of guys in the hallway, it's going to be hard to even get on that side with a lot of pushing and shoving going on. All right. So now we're just going to do it. Danny, you want to come up, buddy? And let me put my other glove on and we'll start forcing this door. Danny's a member of 175 also. All right. Danny Martino. I'm going to call for the hits, Danny. What Danny's going to do is, as this tool starts to steer, Danny's not going to stay in one place. All right, he's going to come with it. Okay, he's going to be in a comfort zone when he hits. Also, he wants to keep his hand at least 1 hand's distance down from the handle. I mean, from the hitting surface. If he misses and his hand is up here, he's going to break a finger. All right. So Danny's going to hit when I call for the hits. All right. And if I call for the drive, when I call for the drive, it means the tool is actually outside the door and the jamb on the other side, and it's straight in. There's no steering going on. If I call for a drive, he's going to hit it at his pace. That's all it means. It doesn't mean he's going to come like a machine gun when you're hitting. It means it's nice and solid. Whang, whang, whang. Okay? And it's at his pace. All right? So Danny, you ready to hit? I look at him now. It's the last time I look at him until I tell him to stop. Because when I tell him to stop and I go to the door, if he didn't hear me and I tell him stop and I go to push to the door, he don't hear me, he's going to hit me. That's the only other time I look back. Okay? The rest of the time I'm looking here. Ready to hit there?
Yep.
Okay. Ready? Hit. Hit. Check them, please stop. Okay, tool sticking straight out just like the real thing. I go to the door now. I'm going to get a pretty good spread there. If the wood holds, which it does 99% of the time, it's going to give me, it's going to be like a second lock is holding. And then we're going to have to figure a way to get that added spread. Okay, so I go. Okay, at this point, I got that nice spread. 90% of the time in the field, you get to the door here, you got the door. Door flies up when you're looking to grab it, okay? Here, prop, wood holds, it's like a second lock is holding, okay? Now I got a bunch of options I could do here. I could tell him, Danny, hold what I gained, and he can throw the axe in, and I can draw it out and throw my adze in, slide up to where it would be, the lock would be holding. I could come down and then go in, okay? Actually, we're going to do that. You held it. I come up, and I clip. Okay? You ready? We're going to force conventional again. Okay? One of the things I noticed, a lot of places we go to teach, and you see guys starting like this and saying, "All right, strike." To me, this is crazy. Unless heat is bringing you to this point, and you have to be down here, there's no way you want your head anywhere near where a guy with an axe is striking a tool as hard as he can in smoke. All right, it's not a safety thing. All right, you want to be here. The only thing, like I said, bring your head there is that intense heat that's driving you to that point. All right, any kind of smoke, even heavy, be up in here. Okay, the officer will have his light on where you're hitting. You'll be safer in here. All right, this is where I would be if I had that wall. But remember, I always want to be on this side of the tool to be able to, once it's set too, I'm safer here, and once it's set, go to the door. So we're going to force it again, and we're going to do a different technique once we go to the door. Okay? Ready, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay. And also, you need inward pressure. If I did not have inward pressure and he hits the tool, it's going to keep banging out to the same spot. And you're going to say, why aren't I sinking in here? Why aren't I doing any good here? You have to have inward pressure, and you have to steer the tool. I tell people, I say, the tips of your tool are like a running back, and your tacklers are the door and the jam. Keep the running backs in the daylight if you can. Keep them between the door and the jam. Let it slide through. You have to steer it through. You're the guy with the tool. It's inward pressure, and I have to steer this tool through. Okay? Ready, Danny?
Yep.
Okay. Let's go. Hit. 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 Good. I make sure he stops. Now I'm going to go to the door. Okay, good. What we did before was we held with the blade of the axe. He held my purse. I went in the adze behind. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw back, let him put the axe in. We're going to get more leverage. All right, Danny? Throw the axe in. Now, see his upper hand? His upper hand has to be open for this. He's got his fingers on the other side, now I apply pressure, he's going to get his fingers crushed. All right? His head is down, open hand. I bite a little bit, now I'm going to go to the door. I'm going to get extra leverage, I'm going to get extra spread here. Ready, Dan? Okay. Man, I still don't have the door. Look how much spread I have, though. Danny, I got that much spread, there's no locks holding there. What I got is probably a bar. So we're going to treat the wood like as if it's a bent bar, because with that much spread, there's no locks holding there. It has to be a bar holding. I could also try and come in here like this and clear it, come down hard. But we're going to make like that's a regular bar. It actually does have some good resistance to it still. And I'm going to put the fork right on it and drive it off. Okay? Ready there?
Yep.
Hit. Hit. That's it. All right? All right. This time we're going to force it conventionally. We're going to go bevel to jam. All right? Makes it easy to slide the tool around. It's good for really, really, really tough doors. Or if you already went in this way and dented the jam, you want to change your spot and you don't want to dent it again, you don't want to drive into the jam, this is an easier way to get the tool set. The only thing is when we go to the door, we're going to have less spread. All right? So let's just do it, Danny. Do it. All right? Now remember, I would gap the door, get a nice sized gap, see where my locks are holding, and then come in here. All right, Danny?
Yep.
Now, it's going to be less hits to get us in. It's going to be easy to do. But again, we're not going to have that great spread. Okay, Danny? Hit.
Yep.
Hit. 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 Drive. Good. Went right in. Crotch. Crotch, even with the inside part of the stop. Okay? Now I go to the door. I'm going to lose this 4 inches, and I'm not going to get a lot of spread at the door. That's above on, right? Okay. Not a lot of spread here. Okay? Also, here's what I can't do. Here's one of my options I don't have now. Because the bevel is to the door, if he would have dropped the axe in here, this is no way to do it. Because as soon as I apply pressure, you can see it's going to roll off the axe, it's going to come out. So we don't have this option here. So I go to the door and I hold it. I hold it all the way to the door so I keep whatever I gained. He's holding whatever I gained. Beautiful. I come out now. Here's my options now. I can reverse this tool right in the crushed out part of the door I had, and I can go. You can see how much more I can get. I can also drop the adze in, slide up to where it's tight, come down and clear. Okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse the tool. All right? So now I just pulled it out, and now I have bevel to door. I'm going to get a little extra spread, right? Okay. And now look at the spread I got. Now I have my options. It didn't pop, okay? But I got tremendous spread here. He can hold again, or I can draw back and he can put the axe in now because I got bevel to door, and we can get added spread. Okay? Ready, Dave? Okay. Now it's still ain't clear. At that point, if you have something holding with that much spread, it's got to be a bar, a bent bar, something's holding you, a drop wood, piece of wood. Okay? At that point, you can either, if it looks like it's going to go, I can just put this in and come down and clear it. Okay? If it looks like it's going to be tough, I can put this on, right onto the bar. I can see the bar and drive the bar right off. Right there, let's take a couple of hits. It looks like it's going to come out with a couple of hits. Right there?
Yep.
Hit. Hit. That's it. All right? Very good. Okay, we're going to run through it again. We're going to run through it with the bevel jam again. And then a couple of different options than the first time we ran through. All right? Right there?
Yep.
Okay. Hit. 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 That was nice. Notice how Danny switched. He's in his comfort zone. He was comfortable hitting here. He actually had to because the Halligan was over there. As it came over, Danny's more comfortable hitting this way. And also here, you notice when it steers around, I can actually pull on a soft part of the door would bend normally. Here it displaces, mimicking it. But as he hits, I stay off the jam. Remember, I keep my tips between the door and jam all the time. Run for the daylight, all right? Ready, Danny?
Yep.
Hit. 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 Drive. Very nice. I only tell him to drive it when the tips are past the door and the jam on the other side. Then, all I have to do is watch when the crotch hits the stop, the inside part of the stop. Once I'm there, I go to the door. All right? Remember, bevel to jam, I'm not going to get the great spread here. Okay? We go for different techniques. Okay, not a lot of spread. All right? Now I may say to Danny, hold it. Okay? Well, let's say Danny's not Danny that day. He got a detail from another company. And I'm like, hold this, and he don't know what he's saying. You know what? He don't know what he's saying. Pull your own shock out. Hold it yourself. Okay? Now I got the option. I can reverse the tool like I did before. I can go to the door now with the reverse tool. I'm going to get more spread. Or I can get my adze in behind, slide up to where it's holding tight, and come down. Okay? That'll crack a lot. Always crack with the power of the adze. And then I can clear. I can clear this way since my adze is already in there. I can clear this way and down, gives me a big spread. But since my adze was already in there, I crack down on the lock. And now I'm going to clear and push in. Okay? Then I got something like that holding. We could always drive it off. And at this point, it's not going to be much. 1 or 2 shots. If I can get more spread, this is the way I get the most spread, pointing behind and come down. But it's got to be a real kick in at that point because there's not that much power in this. Right? So let me see if I can spread it to get that wood to break out.